Hello, happy Sunday. Well, I hope you're as excited as I am to be into summer now, officially, right? Summer solstice. Here we go. So we have some wonderful months ahead for summer, getting out and doing what we want to do. And especially for those that are on the East Coast and have the full spectrum of all the different seasons, this is a time to really take advantage of being outside, doing the things you want to do, going to the beach, the ocean, swimming, cycling, walking, hiking, all that stuff that we have to store the energy for over the long, hard winter, right? um, so I just want to be mindful and bring that to your attention that this is a time of harvest, right? We planted seeds in the spring and now we have the harvest of bringing everything to full growth and fruition. This is when you're going in your garden and you're starting to reap the rewards of what you've planted. So this is a really, really good time. Also want to mention that I'm on Instagram now, can't believe it. And it's Brenda underscore, no, wait a minute, Brenda Edwards underscore intuitive. So just to let you know, if you'd like to see some quick card pulls or some quick chats about what's happening in the moment, I'd love to have you join me. So again, a time of really getting to do everything we didn't get to do over the winter months, and especially being in a time of like, who haven't you visited lately because you were worried about COVID or, or all the different things that have been going on all winter. It's like that's my time to play catch up, or if you're still afraid of the variables and all of this, variables, variants. You can get outside now, go for a walk with your friends, have a picnic outside, do those things you want to do, and start being mindful, right? We're in another season yet, starting in summer. Summer's all about water and all of that. So this is a time. Pay attention to the water, get in water, drink water, submerge yourself in water. And this is a great time to be cleansing all our old emotional, stuff from the past. Great time for that. Just getting outside, doing ritual outside, burning whatever, and just being in a place that you can allow yourself to continue to grow and look at what were the seeds you planted the last moon cycle or the last season in order to come to fruition in summer. So let's look and check in to see, how's your manifesting doing? Are you able to create exactly what you want? And if not, why? And my blog today talks about that. So really good, the power of the language. So make sure you read that as well. And then us being able to control our language, how we see things, what we share, and then being able to look at the bigger picture to say, you know what? This is what I want, and everything's aligned with that. So I'm going to create a new vision for myself, and I'm going to write it out. And those of you that have done coaching with me know this. I always start with, I'm so happy and grateful now that. So I'm so happy and grateful now that I am living the life that I want, and then name it. I am, because wherever you put I am in front of something really gives it the energy of spirit. So you never want to say I am sick or I am tired or I am whatever. Cancel, clear all of that. I am healthy. I am happy. I am wise. So use this as a way as you go through your day to recognize what's really important to you and pay attention ahead of time. What's coming up? What's going on? What are the astrological aspects? And again, I did hear from more of you about the as above, so below. So the beauty of that is you can join anytime, and you'll have this ahead to know what you need to do and where you're going with things. So, anyways, start to enjoy, start to make plans for your vacations, even if today I'm going down. I know for me, living in Massachusetts, I like to go to the Connecticut shore because it's quick and easy. So if I want to go down for the day, I can hop in a car and go down to Mystic or go down to the shore and have a mini break, a mini vacation. So sometimes you need that even in the middle of the week just to uplift you, or take half a day to go on a hike and get out earlier or whatever. So pay attention to that and listen to your yearnings. This is the time for them. Everything you haven't paid attention to. Maybe you're pasty white like me and you need to get out in the sun and soak up some vitamin D. Listen, you'll be guided. All right, so first one, Mary, Queen of Angels. We love this. It's so different when you start to pull cards, and there's so many different kinds of decks. There's mandalas, there's saints, there's goddesses, there's aliens, there's animals, and it really gives you a different take, but you start to see that there's a general theme under everything, so that's important. So show us, Mother Mary. And people sometimes have an issue, well, I wasn't Catholic. Mary's universal. It's the goddess, the divine feminine. So we'll see, what does she have to say to everybody on this last week of June? Devotion. As I fully commit to my values, relationships, and God, I am clear about what to do next. And so remember, just put in the words that if you're having an issue with God, spirit, universe, whatever, put that in. Okay, as I look at this and I know how she's been so devoted to everyone, she helps the lost souls, she helps the children especially, or mothers. This is a big one. And so this is about, being devoted. As devoted as she is to you, being devoted is an important thing. So let me see. Oh, went by it. This card reminds you to stick with what you believe and not to waver from your values. If someone or something tempts you away from your basic core beliefs, pray for the strength to say no. Don't go chasing illusions of more money or love when everything you need and desire is available to you right now if you simply commit to what is right for you. What is important to you? That is the answer you seek. Spend time in prayerful communion with God. Pour your heart out to Him about your feelings, including any fears or doubts. God and Mother Mary love you unconditionally and are here for you right now. Pray for clarity about your true priorities, values, and beliefs, and then base your decision upon this solid foundation. Commit to your beliefs and devote yourself to God, and everything else will take care of itself. So having the devotion to your masters, your master teachers, guides, angels, goddesses, and I want to say devote time for yourself. Be devoted to you. All right, then we go to Magdalene's Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. I like this deck. So show us, please, Magdalene, show us. Up and coming week. Gratitude. Interesting. There she is in all her fullness, just being grateful. She's got the light all around her. So when I look at this, I mean, it's pretty clear. We have stages of manifestation. We have devotion, being devoted and grateful and all of that. Then we have gratitude, right? Do gratitude. And one of the things when you're writing out what it is that you'd like, it's important for you to be in a place where you're saying, it's already happened. I'm so happy and grateful that I got that job opportunity that I was looking for, and it paid me even more than I was looking for, however you want to say it. But grateful in advance. Thank you in advance. Whenever I do ritual and I write things on parchment paper, I put thank you in advance because I'm sure it's coming. So let's see what this has to say. If you are struggling to make ends meet or experiencing challenging times in your career or business, you may overcome the present difficulty through gratitude. Stop dwelling on what you think is missing and be grateful for all you have had. There is so much in your life to be grateful for, and it is through gratitude that the universe showers you with blessings. There is no need for negativity and fear, for this only serves to block the universal stream of abundance from flowing through. Have faith and be grateful. Focus on that which is positive, and all will be resolved soon. You may expect a positive outcome over the next 3 months. It says, I give thanks for all the blessings in my life. I give thanks for all the abundance in my life. I am always safe. Nice. So make sure you do your gratitudes this week. The Universe Has Your Back by Gabrielle Bernstein. All right, let's see. I am a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. Wow, isn't that the truth? We forget that we're spiritual beings having a human experience. We are not our experience. But our experience sure affects us, right? Or infects us sometimes. So this is a nice reminder that we're here to learn about love and remembering we're a spirit, we're eternal. So even if we're in a horrible situation, this too shall pass. And in the big picture, this too shall pass. We will move on from this role that we've taken and really go into another experience at some point. Nature Spirit by Denise Lynn. Let's see. Prayer feather. Love that. So look at, they have these feathers hanging from the tree. And I've talked to on one of these about that. When I see this, it's time to put your prayers out. And especially, you've noticed the wind lately and how it's been crazy. I've never seen wind like this here. This is a good time to get a feather, or you can even take your paper, whatever you want to do, and tie a string through it and make sure it's really tight. Or you can use a feather, and you hold the feather to you and you put your energy in it, what you're asking to go out into spirit to come back to you, and you can hang it on a tree or a bush. And every time the wind blows, it's carrying your wishes out to the universe one more time. So I love that. That might be a nice thing to do. A nice way to use our the wind. So it says, card meaning, love is flowing to you and through you, no matter what an individual is saying or doing. Love him or her anyway. Gather your inner forces, silently and secretly, love deeply and fully with every ounce of your being, even if someone isn't fulfilling your expectations. It's easy to love people when they're acting wonderful. The true challenge is to love them when they're not. So your spirit wants you to know feathers often represent a connection with the Creator. Birds symbolize messengers between the two-leggeds, the humans, and spirit. This is your time to love and be loved. The love that you send out into the world comes back to you 100-fold. And so there's another way of doing it, not just putting your own wishes, but how about the wishes for the whole collective? Peace on earth, whatever it is, and hanging that out there. There are times when the small concerns of everyday life need to drop away and be placed by the majesty of your being. This is that time. Prayer feathers are decorated feathers that can be used for many purposes. In some traditions, prayers are placed in the feather. You hold it to your heart or between your hands as you focus on your prayer, and then tied onto a bush. And when the wind blows, it carries the prayer to the Creator. Another kind of prayer feather is decorated and are used for smudging or sacred smoke ceremonies. The smoke is to cleanse the space as well to carry your prayers upward. For a day, love each person you encounter. Imagine a golden ray of light from the center of your heart radiating to the center of the heart of that individual. Notice how great you feel by the end of the day. Well, I think that's just perfect. One more card. Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. So if you're wanting to learn more, this deck is wonderful. It goes a lot about the moon and lunar and seasonal energies. Really great. All right, what is the card? Resistance. So this is the waning crescent moon. Resistance. So the first thing that comes just looking at the picture is somebody that's holding on too tight, that they can't allow other possibilities to come into their life because they're just holding on for dear life. And we just talked about the feather letting things flow out into the universe. So let's look at what the message is here. Okay. There are two kinds of resistance. The first type we encounter when we keep getting obstacles placed in our way that is blocked. For example, we try to get a particular job in a particular field, but no matter what we do, it doesn't happen. This is external or overt resistance. Covert resistance, which occurs when we say we really want or to do or complete something but feel resistance not to, is somewhat sneakier. All forms of procrastination fit in here, writer's block being an example. When we want to do something but get distracted and don't do it, or we just can't seem to engage our will enough, this is covert resistance. When we want to get rid of a bad habit, an addiction, an old pattern, in fact, anything we are thinking of releasing for the dark moon and feel resistance in doing so, we have a big dose of covert resistance. So we must battle the second kind of resistance like we would battle a crafty and terrible enemy. We must raise our shields and sharpen our swords and have a strategy to remove the resistance. In fact, we must move through it. It's a battle we might have to fight more than once, but we will be resilient and vigilant and fight it we will. For when we win, the rewards are great. Why do we resist the things we say we want? Sometimes we don't really want those things. Most times, though, we are frightened about what might happen if we do get it. What will people think? Will we lose our friends and family if we rise? Will it all be for nothing if we try and fail? But we must be willful and must have courage. We must repeat to ourselves, this is what I really want for me. Yes, I am worth it. And when we stand up straight, put on our crowns of sovereignty of our own lives, and go to battle. And it says the companion stone to help you with this is red jasper. So interesting. So this week, devotion, gratitude, remembering we're more than this body, putting your wishes out with a prayer, feather, and stop holding on so tight. All right, I am going to do something different. So let's just see what happens here. Okay. I don't even know if this is possible with this many decks, but I'm going to mix them up. And as a final something for this week. Okay, there's one. There's another. Okay. So, I mixed the decks up, and didn't I get gratitude again? So I guess gratitude's really important for us this week. I got War and Peace, which is basically asking yourself, is it worth fighting for? Are you going to just, what's coming as, how can you put yourself in receivership without all the resistance and just let love come to you? And the last one is, when I lean towards love, I am led. Seems to be a big message on love this week. So just to sum it up with all the other cards we got, yeah, big week for gratitude, letting things come to you, and expressing love. Thank you for another wonderful week, and thank you for allowing me to do this, because if there was no interest, I wouldn't be doing it, and I love doing this. So thank you all. Bye.